Labor Day break is over, which means the BCFC is set to resume this weekend. And with only 4 games remaining for each team before the playoffs, things are getting really interesting in the BCFC. Hi, I'm Adam Cordick, host of Touchdown BC, and your weekly host for BCFC game previews. This week, the 0-6 Kamloops Broncos take a trip to Chilliwack to take on the 0-6 Valley Huskers. Barring a tie, one of these teams will get their first win. We talked with Kamloops Broncos head coach Brad Yamaoka and got his thoughts on his team's performance in a loss against the Raiders before the break and what he expects in a game against the Valley Huskers. Coach, before the break, your team played the VI Raiders. You guys were up 13-3 at half, but unfortunately ended up losing that one 16-13. What are your thoughts on the game?
It's one of those games, right? I mean, both teams had lots of opportunities to win, and obviously, VI marched down the field near the end of the game there, and we were able to get a field goal out of it. So, it's a tough one to lose, especially at home and, in front of your home crowd. But, I thought we played okay again. I mean, after the game, I told, pretty much most of the media, most of the players and the coaches, I just, we're not good enough yet to win a football game. And that's what our goal has been over the break and over the next, this past week. Getting ready for the game against Chilliwack is we need to figure out a way how to win a football game, and that's what our goal is.
Coach, with the loss, your team is now 3 games out of the final playoff spot with 4 games remaining. What have you been telling your players to keep them ready for the last 4 games of the season?
Well, you know what? We just want to finish the season on a positive. I mean, you want to come out if we can come out and win 4 games in a row, even if we do still miss the playoffs, I think that's a huge positive for our program, and especially for these kids. We're a talented group of young kids that haven't quite figured out how to win a football game, and and I think we've gone into every game this year with the expectation that we would win a football game, but so I think the fire's still there, the intensity's still there, the kids are still engaged. I mean, nobody's really dropped off the face of the earth like in years past. So I think we got a good group of guys, and I think they see what we're building. So I don't think they're getting discouraged. I think they'd like to win a game, but they see the bigger picture and how things are going to progress in years to come.
Looking forward to this week's game. You play the Valley Huskers, a team that also is without a win. So barring a tie, one of your teams will get their first win of the season. What can you expect in that game?
Well, I mean, we don't know what to expect. We've obviously watched the last 6 games and had a chance to see what they do on both sides of the football. For the most part, I think their offense is explosive. We got to be careful with their pass game, and we also got to make sure we can put a little bit of pressure on their quarterback. But with the changes they've had in the past week here, you never know what's going to happen or how they're going to come out or how they're going to approach a game. I mean, I'm going to assume they're going to come out and they're saying the same thing to their kids as we are to ours. This is a big game for us. We need to win it. It could be the turning point of the season. All those types of things. So, we're going to expect a dogfight. They're going to come out and they're going to want to play and play hard and win a football game, especially at home. And, we're going to have to weather that storm.
That is Brad Yamaoka, head coach of the Kamloops Broncos. Thanks, Coach. Good luck this weekend, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
This past weekend, Jason Quinter was relieved of his duties as head coach of the Valley Huskers. We talked with the Huskers QB Noah Falconer and got his thoughts on the upcoming game against the Broncos.
Yeah, it's definitely a big game for us. Like last year, we were 0-10. This year, we're starting off 1-6. We're desperate, we're hungry for a win, and I think that practice will be more intense this week and searching for that first win.
Well, there you have it. If you are in the Chilliwack area, this Saturday, the game between the Kamloops Broncos and the Valley Huskers starts at 7 p.m. at Exhibition Stadium. For more coverage of the BCFC, follow each team's Twitter account and also the BCFC's Twitter account at BCFC_media. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week, and enjoy the game.